Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution. Mike is on. Uh, I don't know if you caught me adjusting the camera here right as I went live. I had I hadn't been down here since Wednesday night's episode. Wednesday night's digging through my penny box, which you can find was the last video I recorded Wednesday night. So all of my stuff was just kind of. It's like when your wife or significant other drive a car and she adjusts the seats and the mirrors and you get in and you're like you adjust the mirror, you got to put your seat back. That's what it's like when I take my setup, my laptop and my webcam out into the rec room because there's better wi-fi out there. It's kind of, I'm like in a dungeon here in this room. So I have to adjust, I have to readjust all of my mouse, my mic, my camera, so everything's just all out of whack. He is on this morning. What is up, Dan? So this is the most surreal episode I've ever recorded. Today is my last day working in the office. It's still surreal. Put in my notice 2 weeks ago. It's been in the works for over a month, but it's still like it's kind of like pinch me, I'm dreaming. Yesterday or 2 days ago, my buddy was texting me. He's like, "Hey, are you going to the Chicago Spectacular?" Yes. Okay, I'll book a room. We split a room, and it was like as I was texting, it's like, "Oh, I need to go in and submit time off for November 19th or whatever it is because I'm gonna leave early." And it's like, wait, I don't have to submit time anymore. I can go to Arizona spring training whenever I want. This is amazing. So it's still surreal. Hasn't hit me. I don't know if it ever will hit me. How long were you with them? So I was with the company for 7.5 years. I started June 2nd, 2014 was my first day. So 7.5 years. Um, to be honest with you, I should have left a long time ago. I think I realized within the first 2 years it was not the industry that I wanted to be in, but I just great benefits, and I just like kept with it. And there were often times I was miserable. It is sad. I have some clients that I really love, and just getting the notes from them, kind of you kind of sales and transportation, especially right now in transportation, it's a mess. And I'm so glad to be out. Um, so it was kind of reassuring that okay, it wasn't all terrible. There was some good in that 7.5. It's and who would have thought, here I am, episode 386. uh when I started this, it was just I needed something to fire me up in the morning. And I guess there's a sign. There's a red flag right there. Red flags on Twitter yesterday. There's a red flag right there. You need your hobby to fire you up in the morning to get to work. To you know. So I think that was a red flag. But who would have thought episode 1, which I started back in what, June of 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been June because I was back in the office for a month. Would have been July of 2020. What's up, Zach? Good morning. July of 2020, episode 1 of Hobby Evolution. And the basis of this web series, this video series, was my collecting has evolved so much over the years, from first opening a pack as a 6-year-old to now today going into it full time. And who would have thought episode 1, July 2020, just over a year ago, that it would evolve into a full-time position, my own business, selling cards full time. Never would have thought that. I would have said, nope, you're crazy. It wasn't even a consideration a year ago. Well, maybe a year ago, October, it was kind of creeping in like maybe I could do this full time. But in July of 2020, no way in heck was I going to do was I going to start my own business and sell cards full time. Um, and here we are, the evolution. And it's no longer a hobby. But I'm going to stick to the hobby evolution. Um, because it's 386 episodes in. I'm not going to change it now, but uh, I'm not going to change everything's going to, I'm going to talk about the cards I get. Uh, episode 387 tomorrow. It's going to be a business. Technically, it began on October 1st, but full time, I have the entire day dedicated to what used to be my hobby, and now it's a business. It's just still surreal to think that, to say that. A lot's changed with my mindset towards cards in the last month, as I prepare, but really the mindset of doing this full time. The seed was planted a year ago, and I would, around this time last year is when I really started to pump my eBay store. And it became, and I even talked about it at various times, probably a year ago, 9 months ago, was that I was treating my eBay store like it was my income. And I think it was almost, in the back of my head, like, what if I lose my job, or what could I make this happen? And I'm glad I had that mindset. Like, even though it was a side hustle a year ago, I treated it like it was my main source of income. And I think that helped me get to the place where I'm at today, leaving my full time with benefits position to start my own business and sell cards full time, because I had that mindset over the last year that this side hustle is my main source of income. That really fired me up to, okay, now just think, if I have 9 extra hours per day, like the most productive hours of the 24-hour day, what could I do? And just tweaking file exchange, streamlining the process. How can I list things faster through file exchange? How can I take photos and upload them faster? How can I get more items in? Streamline the process, and things have come together. This morning I uploaded like 75 Bowman Chrome from 2021. And it started just taking 75 pictures on my couch the other night, and then making sure they're and then uploading them into Image Shack, making sure they're in the correct order, and then from that correct order, boom, enter the data 30 at a time, copy and paste 30 links, boom, put them in. And thanks to Andrew, that process is a lifesaver. Saves so much time, and I probably wouldn't be, those 75 listings, I would probably still be sitting on them because I didn't have like enough time dedicated to quicken that process. I was able to get those uploaded much faster. And then moving forward, I can, continue that, build on that, more time dedicated to getting those uploaded, and posted into my eBay store. So yeah, so today, my last day. I'm not sure if it's going to be a full day, if it's going to be a half day. I know I'm meeting with my boss at some point during the day to do the final paperwork, get my check, and walk out that door for the last time. And it's surreal. I'm like super excited. And then have some drinks after work with uh, at the time, this evening there'll be former coworkers, so having some beers with coworkers, and then tomorrow boom, start the new thing full time. And I've got some appointments already set up tomorrow, meeting with our card show venue to discuss next year's schedule, and also the layout, because I haven't mentioned this yet, but I am already at 44 confirmed tables for the October 23rd show. So we're still over a week away. We're at 44 confirmed tables. The earliest I've ever had more than 40 tables confirmed has been the day or two before the show. And we hit 40 confirmed tables like 12 days before the show. So I had to reach out to, usually I wait until the week of, I wait till Monday, Tuesday, the week of the show, because weekends, people are busy. I don't want to, I don't want to reach out to, especially the month before the show, unless people know, hey, yes, I will be back next month. They usually tell me. I don't want to, 3 weeks before the show, like, hey, are you coming back to next month's show? Oh, I got to check with my wife, or, oh, I got to, see the calendar. So I just wait till the week of, that way they know. And, now it's like, okay, now I've got to go back to the regulars, because I want to make sure the regulars who have been with me the entire run, or most of the run, make sure to get them a guaranteed table, because, month after month, I'm getting more and more new vendors setting up. So, there's going to be a point in time, and I don't know if it's going to be this month. It very well could be, as we're still 9 days out, that I'm going to have to either get really creative with the layout, which we're going to discuss tomorrow at the venue, or I'm going to have to start a waiting list. It's getting very close to that point. So we've only had 40 plus tables twice. June was our first, and then last month in September. And I had a feeling that October would be at or above, and it's looking to be that way. I've already cut back from 4 to 2 tables myself for my bargain boxes, just to allow more tables. So, great problem to have. I mean, this is when we started in April, my first show, we had 15 tables, 19 total, 2 for myself and 2 for my former co-promoter, Johnny. So we had 15 other tables, and that was in a 5,300 square foot room. It looked pretty dinky. And then we grew that in May, and then we grew it even further in June, and then July, and August were a little down. But then last month we had a record breaking show. Taking Porter to school, so I'm logging off. All right, Zach, have a great day. I will have a great last day working for the man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. So October 23rd is our card show in Madison. Saturday, October 23rd, 9 to 3. I do have a couple tables available, so if you're in the area, would like to set up, reach out to me ASAP, because those tables are going very quickly. So excited for that. This weekend I'll be out of town, so I will be live. I don't know if I'll go live tomorrow. Actually, yes, I will go. See, there it is again. It's like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna. I will go live. It's not gonna be at the same time at 6:45. It'll probably be closer to 7:30 tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be live. Saturday I'll go live, and I will go live Sunday because I'll be headed out of town. A family friend passed away last month, so celebration of life is Saturday night in my hometown of Anawan. So I will be down there Saturday. What else do we have coming up? So that's this weekend. Next weekend, as I mentioned, the Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, Saturday, October 23rd. The following week is what? Halloween weekend. And I don't think I have anything that weekend card show wise. The following weekend is the Oak Creek show. So I'm gonna head over there for the first time. So I'm excited to check out that show at the first time, and hopefully get to meet up with Zach and Porter. And then the following weekend after that is the Rockford Card Show, the Northern Illinois Card Show in Rockford. And then that is the Chicago Sports Spectacular. So I'll be in Chicago for all 3 days of that show. And then the following week is Thanksgiving, and our November show, Saturday, November 27th. And I've talked about this since we made the schedule back in March for the Madison Card Show. I'm scheduling it on Saturday, November 27th, the Saturday of Thanksgiving. And this is the show that I've been waiting all year for, because what's it going to be like? I think it's going to be boom or bust. And here's why I think that, because Saturday, that weekend, that Friday, Saturday of Thanksgiving is a big shopping weekend. People love to go shopping. Now that's changed within the last couple of years because now everything's going online. So, and I think there's still people that go out to the brick and mortar stores on Friday and Saturday, and I still think that's a highly trafficked brick and mortar shopping weekend. So I wanted to kind of ride on those coattails, but also you would think, well, it's Thanksgiving weekend, people are out of town. No, people are also in town. So I know that I'll lose some attendees and I'll lose some vendors because of the holiday weekend. But I think I can also gain um, you know, definitely new attendees that are in town for the week or weekend. You may have, college kids that come to the show during the school year, but they're going to be back home visiting their parents. But at the same time, you're going to have your 20s and 30s and 40s and so on back in Madison visiting their families who have moved out of town. It's like, hey, I've been around family for the last 3 days. I want to go to the card show on Saturday morning. So I think we're gonna lose some, we're gonna gain some. Hopefully we can ride that Thanksgiving shopping weekend momentum. So that's why I planned the Madison Card Show on the Saturday of Thanksgiving. What's up, Jenny? Good morning. Thank you very much. Yeah, the last 9 to 5, or it's still surreal. It is still surreal. Looking forward to it. Um, so that's about all I had for today. Tops Heritage Miners, I think we're 2 weeks out. Oh, I saw an update that I think update, no pun intended, an update that Tops update has been pushed back. I think another 2 weeks. I saw like a updated release calendar. I think there were several products that have been pushed out at least a week or two. Update on that list, WWE Heritage, which I've like considered going in and buying. I have a lot of success selling low end singles for wrestling cards, and I'm talking $2 cards. But I have like this. Actually, I'm gonna show off 2015 WWE Heritage. This is all I have left. This pile. This pile was about, let's see, straighten it up. It was about this high when I listed them all. I had, I'm down to what is that? Probably 20 to 25 cards. I bet I had 200 in my eBay store. So WWE Heritage, very popular. I've got a 2016 pile. That was also, a 200 card pile that's down to 30 or 40 cards. So those singles do sell. So that's kind of why I've considered buying some WWE Heritage. So we'll see. Didn't realize we were at that time of year for update series already. Where is 2021 gone? I know it's already October 14th. Yesterday was my wife's birthday, so we went to our favorite sushi place. And it's like a light switch. It's like somebody turned off the sunlight. We went early. Like we went at like 5:40 and got there, and it was pretty quick last night. It was 7 o'clock and it's dark at 7 p.m. I was so tired. So in literally, and I go to bed early. And so we came home. My wife's like, by the way, you need to do some laundry. So I have a separate closet. Like I have another, like there's one of our spare bedrooms, like that's my closet. She has the master closet plus, a couple spares. So I use the other closet because I get ready in the morning. I have a separate bathroom upstairs because I'm up super early. She's up super late in the morning. So I get ready. I get my clothes in the other closet. So like my dirty laundry just piles up. She's like, you need to do some laundry. When we get home, we're going to do some laundry. So, did some laundry and laying on the couch. And I think I was updating we were watching Squid Game, which by the way, is a really messed up show. I know everybody's talking about it on show on Netflix. The first episode I watched intently, and it's like, this is unique. And then episode 2, I totally lost interest. I think we were watching episode 3. I ended up getting ready for bed, and she's like, do you want me to turn this off? I'm like, no, I'm not paying any attention. Um, weird Squid Game, weird. So I put doing the laundry, I'm putting a load from the washer to the dryer, and I'm like, I'm gonna get ready for bed. I walk through the kitchen, I look at the clock, and it's 8:45. And I'm like, oh, I have to stay awake for another. I can't go up to bed before 9. That's just kind of like my own stupid rule that I have for myself. Unless I'm sick, then that's like the free pass. But it's like I'm gonna stick it out. And I ended up reading something online, and I made it to like 9:10, and then the dog was on top of the couch, and when she's really comfortable and doesn't want to get ready for bed, go outside, she like gets gnarly, like not super, just like just like the growl, like leave me alone. I'm comfortable, kind of like me when I'm comfortable. So she was, I could tell like she wasn't having it. Like I'm comfortable, leave me alone. Mom will take me out later. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to bed. So so went to bed early. I hope that's not although I'm super productive in the morning. So now that I'm, in the home office full time, early to bed, early to rise, because I'm much more productive in the morning hours than I am in the evening hours. So enough about that. That's the show. Thanks for tuning in. Last day as working for the man. It's gonna be it's so awesome. Same way up at 4:30. Every once in a while I'm up that early. Usually 5. Like 5 is kind of the sweet spot. 5 to 5:30 is my sweet spot. Um, have a great Thursday. And I'll be live. Now moving forward, I'll be a little later on this show. What's up, Mike? Enjoy the last day working for the man. Thank you. So moving forward, I'll be on a little later, but I'll still be on fairly early, probably 7 a.m. moving forward. Tomorrow might be a little later, 7:30. Might catch an extra half an hour of sleep after a few beers after work today. So normally moving forward around 7 a.m. So have a wonderful Thursday, and we'll chat with you tomorrow.